Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets at Noon, but we've got the live feed of the Governor and the press conference. The Governor's post-policy address to the press is going to be beginning anytime soon. Just to bring you back up to speed, policy rate maintained at 5.25 unanimously. Neutral stance has been maintained. The outlook looks rosy because the FY27 GDP outlook has been hiked. And on the flip side, the core CPI as well as the CPI outlook for FY27 has been nominally reduced. Let's go across and listen in to what the Governor has to say.
Conference, third for the financial year 2026-27. We have with us Governor, Reserve Bank of India, Shri Sanjay Malhotra, along with Deputy Governors, Shri Swaminathan J, Dr. Poonam Gupta, Shri Shirish Chandra Murmu, and Shri Rohit Jain. We also have with us Executive Directors, Shri Sanjay Kumar Hansta, Shri Indranil Bhattacharya, and for the first time, Shri Ravi Shankar. I also welcome my other colleagues from the Reserve Bank. Sir, there are 26 participants from the media. And before we begin, we have two housekeeping announcements. First, I request the media participants to please stick to only one question. I repeat, only one question, so that everyone gets a chance. And second, request everyone to please switch on the mic while speaking, so that those watching the live telecast are able to hear clearly. And once you have finished speaking, please switch off the mic. So with your permission, I will now call out the names.
Yeah, please do so. Even I want to emphasize that, please ask only one question. And in case you ask two questions, then I have the option to answer which question I will answer. So please be very sure which question you want to ask. And in case there are questions left, which I doubt there will be, we can come back. So don't think that your question will go unanswered, provided it's a different question which has not been asked by any of the 26 participants who are here. So kindly, let's follow this rule and keep it brief. So first question, as usual, is by Lata. And then, right?
Yeah.
So you are changing the sequence?
No sequence, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I'll request Ms. Lata Venkatesh from CNBC TV 18 to please ask the first question. Lata, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brijraj, Governor, and everybody. Sir, the market found your policy statement more dovish than expected. And their reasoning was, if you look at your inflation forecasts, it is above 5% for almost 1 year. That means well above your target by 100 basis points, well above the given target. As well, the real rate, therefore, becomes negative for a better part of the next 6 months or so. So is it that you are going to concentrate on core inflation? And when you deduct, you're looking at T-bill. If you take the T-bill 1 year ahead and deduct the 1 year ahead core, only then you come somewhere near a real rate of 1.4. I mean, are you going to be reconciled to a negative real rate or a very, very low real rate?
So let me first of all say, we are neither, dovish nor are we hawkish. We feel that this is the right policy rate for the given growth inflation dynamics that we are in today and the outlook that we have projected ourselves. There is a lot of uncertainty, which will, of course, play out. The framework is very clear. I don't think there should be any confusion about the framework. Our target is headline. It's not core or core excluding pressure. It is the headline inflation, which is the target which has been given to us, and we'll continue to be guided by the headline inflation. And it will be our commitment, it is our endeavor to bring the headline inflation in line with the target over the medium term, as was mentioned even earlier. Now, why we look at core and core is because we need to know as to what the underlying inflation is and where headline or underlying inflation is going to converge going forward, because headline inflation because of food and now because of fuel, because of the external shocks, can be very volatile. And so, as I mentioned even in the earlier press conference, that this volatility is not something that we would like to bring in even in our policy repo rate. So it's in the medium term that we target our policy, medium term target our headline inflation. And accordingly, we will take action as may be required, given the outlook and how the growth inflation dynamics play out.
Thank you, sir. We'll take some more questions from our left side before we come to this side. I'll now request Manojit Saha from Business Standard to ask his question. Manojit, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. My question is on FCNRB scheme. Is there an option for you to close the scheme prematurely before the deadline in case a certain amount of inflows coming? You may have a target in your mind. So because I'm asking this because there is a cost to this scheme because RBI is subsidizing it. And there is a view that, the situation is now not as bad as 2013, where India was considered a fragile five. Forex reserves were only 275 billion as compared to 700 billion around. So that concern is there. So is there an option to close it prematurely once you get the amount of deposits which you may have in your mind?
We have got robust flows, as you have mentioned, and we do hope to get good, healthy flows going forward. As of now, there is no proposal under consideration to close the scheme prematurely. We will keep you posted on this.
Thank you, sir. I'll now request Anup Roy from Bloomberg to ask his question. Anup, please.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we have seen $40 billion being mobilized by the FCNRB scheme, and yet the rupee has not appreciated much. I'm just trying to understand what is happening there. Is it because you are squaring off your forward position and the dollar is not coming into the market? Can you please let us know what is happening there?
I think the underlying fundamentals of our Indian economy are very strong, as I have earlier mentioned. There can be an argument, as some people have made, that it is perhaps, on nominal or real effective exchange rate terms, it may be undervalued. There is a lot of uncertainty. It is quite possible going forward as the tensions and the conflict de-escalates, it is quite possible that the rupee may further strengthen. It has strengthened over the last 1 month or so. It has strengthened from 97 levels now to about 95 levels. So it has strengthened. And our policy has always been that the markets determine the prices level and the band. We don't pursue. We only we only intervene in case there is an excessive volatility, there are speculative pressures that are getting built in. And it will be our endeavor that the trajectory for rupee remains orderly and there is no disruptive movement or there is no expectation, self-fulfilling expectations getting built into the exchange rate.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'll request Hamsini Karthik from Money Control to ask her question. Hamsini, please.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. My question is also pertaining to FCNRB. I would like to understand if you could please help us with the geographical split of where this deposit flow has really come from and whether the deposit flow has ticked all the boxes in terms of BOP management, liquidity, and forex from an RBI standpoint.
Yes, as of now, it has ticked all the boxes. You asked two questions, but they are related, so it's okay.
Thank you.
And your second question is geographies we don't have. We don't collect geographies. But the flows, as I said, have been robust. We had even before these measures a very strong and a comfortable external position. This further fortifies our external position, including the PO.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I'll request Ekta Suri from Z Business to ask her question. Ekta, please.
आज आपने अपनी पॉलिसी में एक स्टेटमेंट से बताया कि मार्जिन्स जो हैं बैंक्स के अब उतने शायद ल्यूक्रेटिव या उतने अच्छे नहीं हैं. आपने ऑफ कोर्स इंग्लिश में बोला था, लेकिन उतने बेटर नहीं है जितने पहले होते थे. तो सर, क्या सर आरबीआई ने इसे अकाउंट में लिया और इसी वजह से जो आपने बल्क डिपॉजिट्स पर डिफरेंशियल रेट्स का पेपर निकाला, क्या उसकी एक वजह ये भी है? और क्या अब आरबीआई इसको ट्रैक करेगा कि बल्क डिपॉजिट्स पे बैंक्स जो हैं जो किसी और तरीके से मार्केटिंग एक्सपेंस या किसी और तरीके से ज्यादा पार्टीज को फेवर कर रहे थे या उनको एक्स्ट्रा पैसे दे रहे थे डिपॉजिट्स के नाम पर, सर उसको क्या आरबीआई ट्रैक करेगा? और ऐसे ही बैंक्स जो हैं अपनी जब रिजल्ट्स आते हैं तो सर उसमें टेम्पररी फिक्स डिपॉजिट्स लेकर अपने कासा को इन्फ्लेटेड तरीके से दिखाते हैं, तो इसको आरबीआई किस तरह से लेगा सर? सर सब कुछ डिपॉजिट से ही रिलेटेड है.
3 क्वेश्चन आपने पूछ लिए एक में.
सर अंडर वन अम्ब्रेला ऑफ डिपॉजिट्स.
वो एफसीएनआरबी में भी उन्होंने 2 पूछ लिए. बल्क जो हमने इंटरेस्ट रेट के गाइडलाइंस जो आज निकाले हैं या पहले जो निकाले थे, आपने पहले वाले के लिए जिक्र किया, वो निम की वजह से, निम में जो कमी हुई उसकी वजह से नहीं थे. वो जो अंडरलाइंग कॉस्ट है डिपॉजिट की, जो भिन्न डिपॉजिट जमा करता है उनके लिए भिन्न हो सकती है, क्योंकि हमारे जो दिशा निर्देश हैं विशेष करके एलसीआर के लिए वो अलग हैं. तो उस चीज को ध्यान में रखते हुए हमने वो गाइडलाइंस निकाले थे.
So the other two parts
अगर नहीं आएगा वो क्वेश्चन, अगर कोई नहीं पूछ लेगा तो ठीक है, नहीं पूछेगा तो आई विल कम बैक, तो वापस आपके पास आएंगे.
थैंक यू.
अगर कोई पूछ लेगा तो ठीक है, नहीं पूछेगा तो फिर वापस आपके पास आएंगे.
थैंक यू.
सभी प्रश्नों का जवाब जरूर दिया जाएगा, बशर्ते समय की सीमा में रहे.
धन्यवाद सर.
Yes, Brij.
I'll now request Anurag Shah from ET Now Swadesh to ask his question. Anurag, please.
नमस्ते सर. सर, जिस तरह से आज एक बड़ा ऐलान किया गया है आपके द्वारा लोन इंटरेस्ट रेट कैलकुलेशन का, तो सर ये क्या उसी तरह का बड़ा ऐलान है जिस तरह आपने अभी मिस सेलिंग से जुड़ा हुआ एक ऐलान किया था, जो 1 जनवरी से नियम लागू हो रहे हैं, जिसकी काफी सराहना भी हुई, बाकी रेगुलेटर के द्वारा भी सराहना की गई. तो लोन इंटरेस्ट रेट कैलकुलेशन के नियमों से सर आम जो करोड़ों लोन लेने वाले लोग हैं उनको क्या राहत मिलेगी, कब तक इसके नियम लागू होंगे और किस तरह से आरबीआई एक दिशा निर्देश देगा जिससे लोगों को राहत मिलेगी?
ये जो इंटरेस्ट रेट के नियम हैं, इसका प्रमुख जो कारण है वो ये है कि विभिन्न जो हमारे रेगुलेटेड एंटिटीज हैं उनके लिए भिन्न भिन्न निर्देश दिए हुए थे. तो उसको युक्ति युक्त करने के लिए और स्टैंडर्डाइज करने के लिए हमने ये नियम निकाले हैं. और इससे ट्रांसपेरेंसी, पारदर्शिता वो भी बढ़ेगी, क्योंकि लोगों को सबको मालूम रहेगा कि जो ब्याज दरें हैं वो क्या हैं, किस प्रकार से सेट की जाती हैं. तो मुख्यतः ये एक रैशनलाइजेशन एक्सरसाइज है जो कि कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन को और अधिक बढ़ाएगी.
तो लोगों को ये नहीं समझना चाहिए कि ईएमआई बदल जाएगी. ईएमआई तो उतनी रहेगी, लेकिन आपको
जी बिल्कुल
सही पारदर्शिता तरीके से अपना ब्याज और प्रिंसिपल समझ में आएगा.
Can you please repeat in English, because that was to be my second question also. The market is very confused. What do you mean by all regulated entities? Will NBFCs have to declare EBLR? All those
Will
confusions are
NBFCs
there.
have to have external benchmark?
देखिए वो all those details will be there in the draft guidelines that we are coming out with. So please wait for those guidelines. All the details are over there. It is not a major change, as I have mentioned to you. The same, there is no requirement. There is no major change in requirement as you are referring to with regard to NBFCs and bringing them onto EBLR, etc. There is no major change. There is only a rationalization. Perhaps DG Shirish can further clarify.
No, you are right, sir. You have to wait for the circular to come out. Only thing I can tell you is no major change, and emphasis is on transparency and basically conduct related. So don't look at the substantive part, but nevertheless, you wait for the circular. It will come out soon. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sirs. Sir, we'll now take a few questions from the right side.